Welcome to hole number one of the backpacking 9-hole cup. Now, here we're just playing with a basic ball, and I think I should probably step it up. Now, I do go to the Marlin. You could play any kind of ball here, really. We're not using any crazy side spin, just getting this ball up between the bunkers as close to the rough at the end there without going into it. If you go further than this drive, if we'd gone, say, max over power, for example, which I don't necessarily recommend, we could actually put ourselves in thorn range or short iron range. So keep that in mind that the Goliath suggestion is only if your drive goes a little shorter like this. So then the first shot, was 10% max on the adjustment. Like I said, 4.5 or max top. Second shot, playing here with the Goliath, 10% medium distance is the adjustment that I go with. Now I only use 1 bar of backspin here. That's a very low tailwind. If you've got a stronger tailwind, you might consider using 2 or 3 just to kind of control that ball a little bit. Always estimate here with low-level clubs when you're missing that ball guide. Leave it a little bit short. I'm not the greatest at that. Sometimes I do find I get that ball guide too close to the hole with low-level clubs. So don't do that. And whatever you do, remember to hit perfect. Oh, and subscribe to Erelic Gaming for more Golf Clash tournament and tour play content. Get in the hole, baby. Spoiler, we're going to drop every single hole in this video. All right, so hole number 2, this is a challenging par 3. I'm coming at this one, though, with a lower level sniper or any wood club that has at least 3.5 bars of backspin, and I'm adding a bar of right spin. We're basically getting that red ring right close to the rough here, about half the blue ring, I should say, and that second bounce is on the fringe. Now, that second bounce won't land directly on the fringe you're going to see here, but it's going to work. So we're going to adjust 45%. That's 45% minimum distance here with this sniper and navigator ball. Again, there's so many different combinations of clubs and balls and ways that you can do this. So I'm just trying to show you some good examples, especially when it's in the bottom of the hole. That's what we're looking for. I'll see you on number 3. Hole number 3, this is a classic par 5 for me. I remember streaming this in my very first tournament stream. Max top, max left. That's 2 bars or 3 bars of left spin if you decide to bring a Kingmaker here. Otherwise, extra mile and a Titan should work out just fine. You don't want to get this ball to land too close to the edge of the fairway here. It could actually kick it a little bit further left. So practice this shot. Definitely with a nice wind here, just a quarter ball or so of left curl should work out just fine. Bouncing it here up and over the long stretch of rough, skinny fairway, but you should be just fine. Now, second shot here, I do have a Viper in this example. Sniper is good, but it's going to be a little bit shorter. So depending on the ball that you have, you may or may, you kind of have to kind of go with what you got here. Because I'm a little short here and I don't have much wind to work with, I do end up needing to use a little bit of overpower. I have the blue ring close to the rough there, which is the indicator that I tend to try to work with. So use what you've got, right? If you need a little bit more overpower, you're going to have to do it. This is a tough albie. It's no guarantee, but typically this green can run a little bit fast. So err on the side of leaving it just a little bit shorter. And if you get a nice little roll, baby, we're getting the hole. Let's go. Hole number 4 here, tough rough bump. I am playing with a Titan. I recommend the Kingmaker. Look how close I'm setting up to the bunker here. I've got half the yellow ring in there. You may have noticed as well, 3.5 bars of top spin. I'm using 2 bars of right spin. Nothing wrong with a little more right spin and pulling that away from the bunker a little bit. I adjust here 10% maximum distance, approximately 3.6 rings here will be the pull. Just about there. Kind of have a tendency of over pulling by 0.1 in my gameplay. I've noticed that about myself, and I'm not proud of my behavior. I'm trying to be more exacting and precise. But at the end of the day, if you can hit perfect and get that ball in the hole, you know what it's all about. Come on, baby. This is going to be a fun tournament. Let's go. Good luck. All right, so hole number 5 here, back on the Kohong. I got the quarterback and the Katana playing up here on the right-hand side, using 3 bars of topspin and just about 1.5 or 2 here, depending on the wind angle. And we're going to adjust this shot just to 10% max. And just take note, I have that red ring touching the rough on the right at max extension, using about a half a ball of right curl here. Sometimes you'll need to use full curl. Again, wind is everything. And especially some of these shots can be just a little bit funny. So off it goes. Interesting little green grass effect at the bottom of my screen there. Not sure why it's glitched out, but doesn't really matter. As we keep that ball in play down into the shadow here is a bit of a visual reminder that you've gone a nice distance to get this shot where you want it. 340 yards. Second shot then. Sniper played at 0% max. You'll see we're going to play this one max top. Come on, baby. Let's go. Max top, max right here. There's the max distance. I do bring it back a little bit. Have the red ring on the rough. So there it is. Max top, max right. Red ring on the rough. Ball guide directly to the pin. As you can see, this wind is very, very favorable for this kind of shot. And so the rough bump makes sense. I will show you just the second shot once again after we conclude here. So you can see this one done just by bouncing it up and not actually doing the rough bump. So 0% max here is this pull. And you know what I mean. I told you the outcome at the beginning of the video, but I think that's really helpful that we can see these ones going down, dropping, baby. I wish we could always drop all the shots, but then would it really be any fun? I don't know. I think it'd be fun once in a while. Okay, we'll do a whole 5-second shot once again. Okay, as advertised, same drive, same difference, but now we're going to line it up with the red ring on the left. We're going to go 3.5 back and just get that ball guide to the pin. In this case, it's going to be 2 bars of left spin. And we just move it around a little bit. Okay, I lied about the red ring. How about the clear ring just about touching the rough? It doesn't really matter. I'm actually looking at the ball guide when I'm setting this up. So this one here, as you can see, the wind coming in more from right to left. What that does is trigger me, not in the angry internet way, but in the sort of thinking way to play it this way, because I do try to play the wind to my advantage, especially on some of these older par 4s that have multiple paths, different ways that you can play them, not as many trees and obstacles. So we get in the hole. Let's keep doing it, baby. Come on, we'll go on to hole number 6. Hole number 6, this par 5, this is an Albi hole. Now, I'm only bringing a Quasar here and an extra mile 5, demonstrating that you don't need the biggest clubs or balls. Max top, 2 bars of right spin here on this shot. You could play a Titan. You could play basically any kind of ball. If you've got headwind, I'd recommend, step it up to a Kingmaker or something like that so that we can really give ourselves a chance on the second shot. There's a beautiful, beautiful second shot you're going to see. And depending on the wind angle, of course, because sometimes it can still be a little bit difficult to manage. So get that one up and over, 10% max on that adjustment. No big deal. Second shot, played with the sniper. The adjustment I'm playing in this video example is 10% medium distance, and we're playing 3 top and 2 left. Now I'm setting up a little closer to, that's going to be 2 left. Okay, 3 top, 2 left. I'm setting up a little close to the edge. Normally you'd want to have that red ring more close to the side, but I mean, you know the spoiler, you know what's going to happen here. We're going to have to play with these conditions for the tournament to see just how it's going to happen. But there are more than one way to get things done around here, and I'm not trying to tell you how to play, but just to give you some options of ways that we can approach it, ways we can look at it, and ways we can get those drops. I want to win. I want you to win every single time, baby. Come on. I'll see you on number 7. Hole number 7, typically you would play this one with this Goliath as a rough bump. But because I have such a poor ball guide at such a low level, I've decided to play here with a little backspin shot. Now I'm going to play about 2.8 bars of backspin, and I definitely am playing this at 10% medium distance. You can also play this one bouncing it over instead of doing the backspin here. Some people can play this one with a wood club as well. So like, I keep saying, but I don't want to sound like a broken record, but there's many ways to take care of the final outcome in Golf Clash. This is just one of them. So we're always going to work together, share shots, be one with the community, baby. I love seeing it get in the bottom of the cup. Hole number 8, I'm going to show you 2 distinctly different ways to play this hole. The first way here, I'm bringing a Quasar ball and an extra mile. Max top, max left. That's 4.5 bars of top spin, 2 bars of left spin. Have the red ring touching the edge of the rough here. Don't get that yellow too close because there's a big slope on the end of this fairway here, and it can actually kick you down into that bunker. So play it a little back on the fairway. As you can see, I've got that red ring just touching there. That's a good indicator to keep yourself out of trouble. 10% max on the pull, and I'm just looking to hit perfect or just a tiny little bit of left curl here depending on the wind. So perfect, clean, straight adjustment, no big deal. Bouncing, as you can see on the top, good kick, sends it forward nicely. Now, this one here, we have a few different ways we can play it as well. This is the conservative path, so you're going to see a bounce shot here with 3 bars of backspin. However, you could certainly bring a hornet and do a little bit of a rough bump there, nice thick piece of rough. You could bounce it over once again before that rough. You know, there's just play your style. I'm looking at the bounce over, checking our distance. You know, so play your style, play what you're comfortable with. And no matter who you are or what you are, how you want to play the game, sorry about that, we got to make it happen. So 3 bars of backspin, like I said, 0% medium distance here on this adjustment. And try to just hit perfect. Keep it in your mind. I can, I will, we are going to hit perfect. And it would be perfect if you'd hit that thumbs up button, show your appreciation for the content, and, you know, just good luck to you in this backpacking 9-hole cup. Let's go. I love it. Let's go. Hole number 8 once again. Hole number 8, and you might have realized this is a pretty short par 4. So I start looking at our options here. We're bringing a Titan. You're getting up there. Max top, 2 bars of left spin, and then I'm sure my chat was just like chanting, Zerk, Zerk, Zerk. So bring the Zerk, and you can see there you're getting it really, really close. Keep this in mind. Max left curl, okay? I did not give it any curl here. Even half or 3/4 of a ball would have put us in a much nicer position. But at the end of the day, I want you to see the distances we're working with here and how much possibility there really is to get this one to the green. So bouncing it, we are going to end up a little bit short here and to the right because of that rough. But I think this is worth it for many, many players. Myself, especially, I feel quite confident hitting the ball out of the rough. Sand trap is, of course, a little bit tougher, but end of the day here, you can get this one to the green in the right conditions. And we didn't have the greatest wind. We didn't even have the send it wind, you know, rookie style with a 2.0. But end of the day, you know, play the best of your abilities. And I think if you're the kind of player that wants to grip it and rip it, hole number 8 is for you. Hole number 9. I know. I'm playing with an EM7 here, okay? But it doesn't change much. I'm playing 3 top and 2 right spin here. We're not using the massive attributes of this club, right? So we're just doing a clean 10% max adjustment pull here. And I do end up giving this ball about a half a ball of right curl. Now you can see this footage is a little bit thicker. It's from a different time, I have to say. Fine though, getting it bouncing and over to this second fairway here. You want to get as much distance as you can here, especially if you've got a lower level big dog. And the big dog is really the club here that makes all the difference in the world. Don't be afraid to use a big ball here if you can afford it. I end up giving this one 0.5 back and 0.5 left, maybe a tiny bit more than 0.5 left, but give or take, you know what I mean. And I stretch it out so that second bounce is just past the bunker, past the rough there. If you had headwind here, don't even consider this, right? Unless you're using maybe the power 5 ball. I make my adjustment, and I remember that I did have to have a little bit of extra distance, so I'm pushing my shot back up here. If I did not have enough room to push up what I was missing, then I would have applied a little bit of overpower here too. As it is, I might be just perfectly, maybe bottom teeth overpower. End of the day, guys, I hope you have a great tournament. I hope you have fun. A lot of cool courses, cool holes here. I think we're going to have a good time. That's 9 for 9. Get in the hole. Good luck, everybody. Have a great one. Thanks for watching.